I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Today, we're going to finish off these links, run around the school, and have an awesome time. That's the plan anyway, hopefully we do it. Bernie and Dorothy. I think we've seen this before.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular,
Bernie,
dazzling.
for, you know, like a sniper, archer, whatever she is, she has very, very poor perception.
There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
Having a crush is not an exciting thing. Having your crush requited is awesome, but having the crush itself is...
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Man, if I was Bern here, I would make up a crush.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you. I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends.
Okay, if you say so.
Father would just... He would just... No!
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
That's going to be interesting, because Dorothea hates the nobility, but, like, so does Bernie. Alright, and also with Yuri. But you know me and Yuri. We wait. We break for Yuri.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I love Petra too. I love so many of these characters. They're so amazing.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be.
Really? I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, but it's okay. Like, when I think of a princess, I don't think of her. She's amazing, and she's awesome, and she's completely grown on me, but...
Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Brigid, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
Interesting. So does Dorothea only hate male nobility? Because she's, like, super nice to Bernie, and now Dorothea... Or now... she's super nice to Dorothea. Self-love is important. But Petra...
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
I was gonna say, the ingredients can't be that specific.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... What is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Why does every female character in this game have a thing about cooking?
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. how about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Wow, rejected.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
Wow, Dorothea is really going all out here for some
I'm
reason.
not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
All of them.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Oh yeah, Yuri. I'm like, Dorothea has another one, and they're like, well, freaking course Dorothea has another one. She has Yuri. We already went over this. Okay, so we are now down to the Ashen Wolves. Yeah, sure, why not? It's actually his first one we've ever seen, which is surprising.
Training was exhausting today. Need some quick energy. Aha! Perfect time for my favorite candy.
How in the world do you still have your favorite candy on you? You have more self-control than I would.
I won't make it back to my room without this sweet, sweet energy, and no one's around. So...
Lycilia, how did you not notice him when he was like 2 inches off screen?
Looky here. It's the little lady of House Ordelia. Just back from training, yeah? You're in...
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that, I apologize.
Not feeling chatty, I see. Something to do with those puffy cheeks? Got a cavity brewing or what?
I definitely don't.
So bad you can't even speak properly, poor thing. It's okay, I know a guy. He'll have that rotten tooth out in no time.
Oh, this is so... Okay, I hadn't expected this, but that's awesome.
No need.
Yep, best in the business. Uses special tools and everything. Door and a string or some such.
No, thank you.
Oh, you just had food in your mouth. You could have told me that a lot sooner, you know.
Oh, but that was great, though. That was amazing.
Wow, placing the blame on me? What a piece of work. But, hey, don't tell anyone.
That you were walking around with acorn-stuffed cheeks like some kind of overzealous squirrel?
It wasn't acorns, it was candy.
That doesn't sound any better.
Even still, I don't plan on telling anyone a hungry girl ate some food. Not much of a story, really.
You don't get it. If people think I'm gnawing on candy, they'll think I'm nothing more than a child.
You are like the only one that cares about that, Lycithia.
That a fact. I'd say it's downright prudent to fortify yourself any chance you get. Mature, even.
Wait, what?
Nothing is certain in life. Not even your next meal. You never know when you'll be taken into custody and have to go without food and drink for a while.
Just what kind of a world do you inhabit, mister?
Oh, the best kind.
The real world, little lady. My life is a collection of getting into trouble, getting caught, and getting free.
In that order.
One time, I was actually rescued by your parents. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
They rescued you?
I mean, somebody had to, right? Otherwise, he couldn't be in the game, and he's important. He's a good character.
Too true. I owe them for that. I forgot I'm actually in a rush. I gotta run. Enjoy your secret candy, pal.
Mother and father rescued that guy? But when would that have happened?
Alright, Yuri Bird. Ooh, Yuri Bird has a lot. Yuri Bird has all of the rest of them. That makes sense. Rank B with Torosh.
Hey, friend. Thanks for joining me when I had to deal with that mess a while ago. You were a real help.
I can control time. I get that a lot.
I wouldn't say you fully earned my trust, but you've earned something for sure. I owe you.
Yeah, if you want to.
I would like. Open offer to share your desires. But if the price is too high, I reserve my right to refuse you.
Oh, that is a right. Actually, if you say I reserve the right, then it's not a right. If it's a right, you don't have to reserve it. It's a right.
I was just rummaging through what we recovered from the Scorpions, and I stumbled across something pretty special to me.
Notebook. Your first novel.
It was under lock and key, so those thugs probably thought it was something of high value. The Elder gave it to me when I was small. Losing it really got me where it hurts.
Where does it hurt?
I guess it couldn't hurt to tell you about it.
Please. I love learning about people.
Can't quite remember how old I was, but my mother had taken in an elderly man wandering the town. He was worse for wear, could barely even walk. She nursed him back to health under our humble roof. In return for her kindly gesture, he taught me to read and write. This notebook is a relic of those times.
Oh, interesting.
Not too long after that, I came down with a terrible illness. We had no money to speak of, so a doctor's visit was out of the question. My mother went everywhere asking for help, to no avail.
That is, like, what you need is universal health care. No one should have to stay sick.
And then the Elder stepped in and saved me. I don't know how he did it, or what it was he did.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Long since passed on. Natural causes. I believe it happened shortly after he cured me. My illness, it turns out, was part of a larger plague that swept through our village.
Oh, wow.
So many died. And there I was, having escaped death by some strange luck. I felt grateful and helpless. So little Yuri figured it would be his mission to help anyone he could as he grew up.
Aww. And then you became the leader of a den of thieves.
However I could. Not necessarily by making gold rain from the sky, but in smaller ways. The streets are filled with kids who have no homes, no food, so many dying of disease, or some cheap medicine would have saved them. I figure, if I can save even one unlucky soul, well, then I'm doing my part, you know? It's a small dream, but it's one I hold in my heart.
Yuri is awesome.
It's what my gang's about. When I recruit my people, it's to that end. To give them a home. The turf wars, the gang, all of it. To honor that dream.
I want to say that's admirable, because that's but I do feel like Toroth would be a little bit like, you've talked out of both sides of your face for a long time.
Wouldn't you like to know? Despite all I've done, I have my own honor. I don't lie to someone if I owe them. I do what I have to, whether people view it as fair or foul. The way I see things, the goddess gave me two gifts, my life and my charm. That's been gift enough to get in with slimy nobles, so I can pull their strings as I see fit.
Well, I'm not slimy or a noble, so I don't know why we're friends.
Of course, I use my marionettes to help me smuggle things, maneuver as needed. You get the idea. Once I used a clever name, and my charms, to become the attendant to the head slug of a noble house. Yet another time, I took a name befitting the kingdom that landed me in the academy as a noble's adopted son. That's how I've gotten this far and earned my fortune. In doing so, I've spread my wings of protection further, to help those who need it most.
Yeah, you're not actually Yuri?
As though I tell you, friend. But perhaps you can share what it is you think.
Yuri is a very interesting character. I am impressed and enjoying. And Bernie?
Bernadetta, knock it off. How long are you gonna keep this up?
I can't have them find me. Time for a tactical withdrawal.
God damn it, Bernie! You ran towards him.
Wait up, would you? Running away every time you see me is just going to wear us both out. If you've got something to say, say it already. You've been shadowing me for ages. Think how I feel. I mean, when we have missions together, you avoid me like the plague. Even the professor doesn't know what to say.
I can't be around you, Yuri. It's just not doable.
Why?
I know what my father did to you. It's all just too overwhelming. I thought you died.
You thought I had. But I hadn't. I was halfway to my grave, but I survived.
Halfway? Then that means that who survived is gonna seek revenge on me.
Bernie, you are so dumb. I love you.
I was half dead, sure, but that really meant I was able to get out with my life. If I was to seek revenge, it would be on the Count, not you. But I'm looking to make things even. It's all or nothing. You wouldn't be standing here talking to me right now if I targeted you.
If not here, then where would I be? At the bottom of a ravine?
She? Good lord.
I wouldn't push you off a cliffside.
Anymore.
Maybe you'll tie me to a big rock and drop me in the ocean. Is that it?
Oh my god, Bernie.
You're gonna turn me into fish food. I knew it.
What are you going on about?
Mercy! If it has to be a watery grave, please just drop me in icy water so I freeze instead of drown!
Kid's got issues.
She certainly does. You have no idea.
I guess I'd better tell her everything.
Oh, Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. Alright, and the last one. Yuri and Hoppy.
This is boring. Mind if I sleep?
You know I won't care. Night watch or not, it's still just for training purposes. Though, you'd likely get in trouble if someone sees you catching Z's.
You wouldn't wake me if someone was here? Fine then, I won't sleep.
Your call.
Just don't sigh.
You're being so quiet, Yuri Bird. Say something.
I don't always fill the void with my voice, you know. Sometimes it's pleasant to just enjoy the quiet and stargaze.
But not right now, because she's bored.
No thanks. Stargazing is a waste of time. The stars don't even stay put all year. Those jerks.
See that one? That star is home to the goddess. Yeah. Watching over us from afar. That's called the Blue Sea Star. But it doesn't look blue. At all, really. Wait, no, hang on. Maybe it wasn't that one. But that big one over there, that's it.
Maybe you shouldn't be giving, like, stargazing lessons when you have no idea what you're talking about. Just a thought.
You don't know the first thing about stars, do you? No one ever taught you?
Never, no.
Well, the Blue Sea Star is really big. It stands out. Sometimes you can't see it at all, but other times it's the brightest thing in the sky.
Interesting. So then, which star was I pointing out just now?
You might have to point it out again. Which constellation were you?
That's very fair, because, like, if you're not someone, it's hard to tell exactly where they're pointing in the night sky.
Let's see, it looks a bit like a cat. No, that's not right. Maybe more like a fish? Or a fishing rod. What? I'm serious. See, those stars there are forming a shape that looks very much like a fishing rod.
Okay, sorry. But that looks nothing like a fishing rod. Or a cat. I'm surprised you know so little about stars. I thought you knew everything.
I mean, he tries to.
What do you think I am? The goddess herself? There's plenty I don't know. But I'm always aiming to learn more. I'm uncomfortable not knowing things.
I completely empathize with that.
So, come on then, Happy. Teach me about the stars.
That'll be a pain for both of us.
As painful as sitting here idling, it's not like you're going to sleep at this point. Clearly you know quite a bit about them. Teach me.
Fine. Look up there. To the north.
Like he knows which way is north from here.
Your other north. See that star? That's called the King's right hand.
Alright. So now, of course, it's time to go around and talk to everybody. We will head north first. Oh, there's a quest. We'll pick that up. Hello, Mr. Quest.
Hey.
Oh, the sauna.
I could use a hand.
I am never... I'll do it one time. Just to finish the quest off. This is such a weird thing. Okay, so she's perfect. I'm not, but I care more about her.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Like, doing it one time to get that is worth it, but we'll never do that again. I think this song is super dumb.
The Western Church. The Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another.
That's... people get let their egos get in the way.
Fodlan is a complicated place.
And that is very true.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
I'll do my best.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
Well, yeah, she's your sister. How do you not know that? I'm not getting trained by you, Mr. Death Knight. Okay, house versus house Lance tournament. So Ferdinand is rank C. Sylvain is rank C somehow. That's weird. Ingrid... There we go, Leone. I was like, I should have someone that's really, really good at this. So Leone is my best candidate, for sure. I always do these, because they're fun.
Nice try.
Oh, I didn't even notice that it did no damage to her. Lol. I remember I did this first time, for some reason I kept like exiting halfway through, and I don't remember why. It's also funny, she's like, no! And I'm like, it missed you. don't be a whiner. Uh-oh, she'll take 2 damage from this guy. Oh noes! Especially this is the house versus house. I guess because I've freaking recruited everyone, so it can't have me fight people in other houses, which is a little bit unfortunate. It only does 1 damage. It's funny, I'm always like hoping that Leone like avoids it because it's only got 13% chance to avoid, and I'm like, she takes no damage at all, so why does it even matter if she avoids it?
Another one down.
So I remember when I would do these before, they were always cool because you come against other. Oh, there we go. Okay, finals against Dimitri, so we finally have a real person, and he does actual damage. I don't think I need it, but why not? Oh, I don't get a ×2 either. Dimitri's making her work for it. Yeah, did that again. Why? He wins because she can't beat him quite quickly enough? That's stupid. I disagree with that. And there's Dorothea. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
Please don't hate me.
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
Weird.
Swinging a sword about in the Holy Mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but... Ugh, it's torture not being able to go inside the Holy Mausoleum for an entire year.
Poor Linhart.
Not possible. Hey, Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away. To be honest, he's my father.
I don't think you actually...
He's using a different name now, but there's no mistaking it. It's him. I know it is. Father, I found you at last.
Alright, that is all to be had there.
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the Sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. Just who are you anyway?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
Oh, you like it.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Crap. I meant to... Frickin' hell. I meant to, like, invite her to join my house. I didn't read what the options were. So I guess I'm...
Thanks.
having tea with her. Whoops.
This is lovely. Huh?
I was like, she will definitely want to talk about first crushes. Yep, cute accessories, definitely a Hilda thing. These are so much easier when you know the characters, and I know almost all of them really well now.
No matter what happens in this crazy world, I know I'll be safe if I stay by your side. Definitely.
Damn right.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, she's blushing.
If you hear anything, it's not my stomach rumbling, just so you know. No boring lectures, okay?
It's so weird. I still don't understand this mechanic.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again. Hello.
What do you have to say, Mr. Student?
That reminds me.
Mrs.
The
Student?
Wester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords.
Cool.
First and foremost is Duke Regan, the alliance.
Yeah, I know. I usually let those play out, but I'm like, that's gonna take a long time, and it's boring.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
Let me pop over here and see if there's anyone over on this side. Those are the faculty dorms. Is Bernie in her room? Of course she is. Of course.
I'm not secretly eating cake. Okay, what's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got me. Keep it a secret, alright?
Why? Why are girls so uptight about eating sweets? I don't understand. Like, I get not wanting to get fat. I don't get not wanting to acknowledge that they eat sweets at all.
The next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom.
You're inside, lady!
I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
You and your shadows. Alright, let's go ahead and get our lovely... I'm just gonna do the highest one every single month, because I don't see any reason not to.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again.
Interesting.
We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
I don't remember that conversation before. That's interesting.
My mistake.
Yeah, you are a mistake. Ooh, burn!
Professor!
Hello. Yeah, but there's a whole fishing event that happens later that I'm kind of saving for. Oh, you have a quest for me.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove.
Well, of course.
Might you help me with a favor?
Alright, let's actually... I always kind of get lost on how I should, like, move at this point.
Could you help me out? Hello there.
Hi!
Hey!
Hey! You are so nice. Oh, that reminds me.
Welcome.
Which of you guys sells
Please
tea?
come again.
I could use your help.
Oh, okay, so this is what brings in the extra merchants. Or at least some of them. I may have to do another one later. That's good. I'm actually super happy to have...
Welcome. Come back soon.
like, quests to do, or rather just the optional extra battle over and over and over again. That was a super easy quest, sir.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there. Come back anytime.
So that probably finally unlocked the blacksmith. Finally. Oh, I almost forgot my favorite person. I'm sorry.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Wow, Lord Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
Right.
I have a request.
I have a request as well. It's been talking to your daughter.
If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
Glad to hear it.
No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Hello.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is the son of a noble family.
That's true, but I'm surprised that that's your voice line, because you're not necessarily in my house.
What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hey there, Professor. I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
Definitely have not had that conversation before. That's awesome. Don't laugh at me. Alright, let's run over.
Right.
Oops, I saw that. Like, I don't care if I get all of them, but if I do see one, I'd like to pick it up.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop.
Or at least used to.
That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Aw, that's unfortunate. Oh, there you are. I was like, what? There's someone near here.
People are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
I know, if only there were some people that could figure out how to transfer crests from person to person. Oh wait, that's what got us into this mess.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains.
Well, but she's in me.
Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was
It sure was.
House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Srang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand.
Well, good.
Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Wow, good job paying attention. Oh, there's Rodrigue.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Ah, Catherine.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Professor.
Yeah, poor Sylvain. Sylvain's really, really distraught about this.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Well, I mean, you kind of weren't. And that's a little unfortunate. I do think that it's triggering the like Blue Lion dialogue just because it sees I've recruited him, which means I can't actually hear his dialogue for, you know, if he's not in the group. I almost regret recruiting him, but I kind of don't because I need people. Wait. She was 20 years old? Holy shit. I had not realized that. I knew she died young, but damn. Here's Caspar.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. I think I'd be a pretty good judge of that. I know relics aren't easy to come by, but I'd still like to get my hands on one.
Well, he changed his attitude real freaking quick.
Yes, this has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement.
Okay, yeah, I think I've hit everyone down here. So let's head up to the cathedral, then we'll head up to the level 2 section, and then we'll head to the second floor. You guys know me. Oh, hey. Shamir doesn't hate it this month for some reason. That probably means Shamir isn't available. Yeah, I'm not seeing her. Oh, you little sneaks. Okay, well in that case, we'll go ahead and let Linhart and... Where are you, Blondie? People that are healers.
I may sound terrible, but...
Tra-la-la-la-la, sing out over peaks, ring out over valleys, let my lovely voice echo through the streets and alleys.
Oh my god, every time. Alright, and we always do this because I think it's fun.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
I did know, actually. I've been there. Alright, new place in town. It's really tasty food. Yeah, don't invite Sylvain. I wonder if they know who responded. Hey, Mercedes.
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator.
How do you know you weren't there?
It's strange, though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants.
Well, crests come from somewhere, right? They come from the goddess.
You have helped me so much.
Alright, moving on up. Hey, Felix, your dad's looking for you. Not really.
A man who looks like me. He's middle-aged and relatively tall. If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
Wow, you can't even avoid him, or just avoid him, but you have to, like, lie to him. How do you not see your parents when they come to your school? I don't understand.
I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe.
I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
Well, thanks. You still won't join me, though.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
Well, that's obviously impossible. Hello, Miss Monk.
Maybe. The assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent. Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Garreg Mach these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
We don't run into that until next month, though. So, ooh, that's kind of bad. It means when I fight the Death Knight, I won't have Lysithea.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange?
I mean, he always acts strange.
Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
Okay, no one's down there.
Oh my, the crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
You have 4 options. Oh, okay. Faculty training. I knew that. I'm not gonna accidentally press the damn button again, though. That made me upset. I'm down to freaking 6. I only get to have lunch 6 times.
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that.
Well, I'm sure he won't tell me. Although, granted, he has been to my mom's grave recently, so maybe it's that.
Professor, Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off. If he is not in his room, then... I have something to ask of you.
Alright.
I have something to ask of you.
I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within.
I'm more bewildered by your lack of bewilderment.
However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you? May I ask a favor of you?
Oh, god damn it.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
Man, down to 5, because it then forces me to use one on here.
Yes. Of course.
She seems like she's going to... I remember her inviting her before, actually.
Yes. I see.
I doubt she'll want to talk about romance.
Of course.
Man, go straight down the middle.
Have you grown accustomed to living in the monastery?
so?
Ah, I had no idea. I wanted to nod.
Quickly this...
Looks like we don't get the Ugo Rhea. Well, we've got some more links to do with Captain Toroth.
Hey, you.
Leonie, you stalked my dad. Where is he?
Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Catherine. We also have to give some herbs to some students. Linhart looks like he's one of them.
Were you using magic? I've heard...
I'll gladly take it.
And then I can find out about Gerald here. Catherine, tell me about my dad.
Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is.
Really? I have to go back to 7 that's where the graveyard is. I know where it is. I was just there. I have to try and get Bernadetta herbs to a door.
Thank you.
I appreciate your effort.
Awesome. What happens if I just go to the damn graveyard? Like, I want to know. Will he mysteriously... Nope, he's here.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Oh. Of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you.
I know, she was only 20. That's so sad.
But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
All right. And with that, we are going to go ahead and finish with this episode. I know it went a little bit long, almost a full hour, but you know what? That's okay. It's allowed to go long. Allowed to go long. I can speak. See you next time, guys.